Hey guys, it's GoldenSteelTV here. We're back with another Roblox flight simulator video. This time, as promised, I'm gonna fly the Boeing, the Airbus A380 as promised in the previous video. Now let's fly it. Alright, we're gonna be using. Alright, choose. Alright, we got. This will be a long video because of the many planes I'm using, as well as the planes I want to show you, as well as the other things I want to talk about that I want to get to. Okay. Alright, I'm just choosing. Alright, we'll take a little tour of the Airbus A380 after we spawn it, and then we'll fly it. Alright, we're gonna be flying Emirates. For those of you who don't know, Emirates is an airline that flies out of Dubai. Alright, let's take a little tour of the A380. This is the upper deck. The first class here has their own TV screens and their own little rooms. And we got the business class here and the economy class at the back. Yeah. Alright, there's more to see down below on the lower deck, which I'll show you in just a sec. And this is the economy class. And, alright, well, the same arrangement can be seen down here. Yeah, same arrangement. Okay, I believe that's it for the passenger section. We're about to take a look at the cockpit. Yeah, this plane obviously has 4 engines and is a double-decker. And if you see it in real life, you'll know how big as fuck it is. Well, I have seen the Airbus A380 fly in the sky, but never at an airport in person, since the A380 rarely flies to my city. Alright, this is what the cockpit looks like here, as you can see. Alright, let's get the flying started, shall we? Alright. The A380 is not for free in this game. You have to pay a specific amount of robots. I don't remember how much I paid for it using robots, but I can see why they make everyone pay for this first before flying it, because as this is a giant ass plane, it's kind of hard to maneuver it, and you have to have lots of experience to be able to fly it properly without any hassle. Well, I'm already well experienced enough to fly this baby. Let's hope the flight on this aircraft goes well and goes smoothly. Okay. Alright, we're about to take off now. Since this is the gigantic airplane, I have to be, even with the amount of experience I got, I have to be very careful with this aircraft because it's fast, it's gigantic, hard to maneuver. It can't land at some airports due to its size. So I have to be extra cautious with this aircraft. Alright, we're taking off, baby. We're gonna be flying to Perth. Yeah. Of course, Emirates flies to my city, but they don't use the A380 for that route. They instead use the 777. Probably because it just probably because the 777 is just better economically and in terms of the amount of passengers that get on board. All right, while we're flying, let's get to some of the sports topics, as well as whatever thing that comes to mind that I want to talk about. Okay. All right, in the NBA, Draymond Green has been suspended for a few weeks after swinging on Yusuf Nurkic during a game against the Suns, and the league after three injections this season, the league decided that was enough. So they just had no choice but to suspend him. That's not the only time he's been suspended though. He also got suspended for several games after putting Rudy Gobert in a chokehold as they got into an altercation with each other during a game against the Wolves. The other time he got ejected. Let me think. Um, Let me think. He got ejected. I don't know. Well, I guess that's. I don't remember. I don't remember anymore. But all you need to know is that Draymond is a dirty player who likes to hit players in literally the balls and put someone in the chokehold. Alright. Alright, we're getting near Perth. Gotta reduce the throttle to prepare for the landing. Alright. Alright, we're getting near. I gotta change the setting to the pushback just to reduce the speed quicker to allow so that I'm able to land safely only if needed. Alright. Alright. Let's try again. Alright. We're reducing the speed now. We're at the pushback setting. Gear is down. We're getting closer. Trying to make this a safe landing for the A380. Alright, I'm just trying to make this as safe a flight as possible. Alright, we're getting closer to the runway. We're getting closer and closer and closer and closer and closer. Alright. Oh. Oh man. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I forgot to reduce a little bit of the speed before before touching down on the runway. Well, we've already touched down by now, but fuck, I fucked up a little, but it's okay. We're here now, and that was a good flight. Okay. All right. All right. Alright, I've been wanting to talk about this because, well, I've been laughing sometimes when I think about it. Alright. As we're about, as we're docking the A380 at the gate. Alright. Let's talk about it now. And you will not believe this. The Detroit Pistons have set the longest losing streak in a single season with 27 games. The actual long. However, that's the Pistons losing streak this season is not the longest of all time. That record belongs to the 76ers, who lost 28 games beginning at the end of the 2014 to 15 season, with the streak continuing into the 2015 to 16 season. And now, in order to break that record, the Pistons must lose 2 games as of this recording to break that, in order to have the longest losing streak of all time. Nobody wants that record, but since the Pistons have sucked so much, that their schedule they have coming up isn't looking too brighter. Oh man, that could happen. Yeah, I've been laughing about the losing streak sometimes, and I even chuckled right now because I'm talking about it. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about the losing streak. I know it's unbelievable, but yeah, they just suck. All right, we're gonna fly the C-130, which is a propeller military aircraft. That's it's manufactured by Lockheed. It's still being produced to this day. It's used by the U.S. military mainly. And it's also conducted operations in times of disaster, and has tracked down hurricanes. It's been made since 1956, which is amazing, given that these are still going strong even today, which speaks to the timelessness and versatility of that aircraft. And these are all the variants of the C-130 that you're seeing here, each with a different interior and livery. Alright. Although it's a giant propeller plane, this one is slower and we're not gonna use it for a long route. We're just gonna use it on a short hop. Alright, this is the cockpit as you can see here with the flight engineer seat. The cockpit looks like it's from the 50s or 60s or 70s or 80s, but because this aircraft began being manufactured in 1950 in 1950s in 1954, if that's the correct year. It speaks to the durability of this and timelessness of this aircraft, which is impressive, if you ask me. Okay, we're taking off now. All right. We're going to be flying to a military base instead of a civilian airport. Just because this one is slow, and flying to another civilian airport would take a considerable amount of time on this aircraft. I know this will be a long video, but I don't want to make it even longer for the sake of time. Alright. More football. Alright, let's talk football now. Alright. The playoff race is still up for grabs. The Ravens and the AFC, the Ravens and Dolphins have each clinched a playoff berth. However, none of the teams in the playoff picture have won a division yet, though the Ravens will clearly win it since they have a better record. The Dolphins could win the AFC East, but since the Bills are trying to make a comeback and make a late playoff push, it's going to be a huge fight for that title. And the Chiefs, they can win the AFC West, but the struggles have stunted their, have hampered their, but the struggles as of late have been concerning. So expect them to struggle in the playoffs too. The AFC South, however, is a different story. The Jags initially had a better record, but they've been dropping games due to injuries as well as some bad playing. And with the Texans and Colts still in the playoff picture and sharing the same record as the Jags, who actually wins it is anyone's guess. Though it could go to the Jags if they get it together before the end of the season. But with the issues they're having now, we don't know if they'll actually do it. Alright, we're just preparing for landing now at this military base. RAF Scranton. Not Scranton, Pennsylvania. But it's based off of a real life military base in the village of Scranton in Lincolnshire in England. Alright, we made a safe landing on this air base. Happy we made it safe and sound here. Alright. Alright. We're gonna be flying another aircraft, this time to a civilian airport. and it's gonna be very familiar. But we'll find out in just a sec. The AFC wild card. It's down to the Browns, Bills, and the Colts, with those still in the hunt being the Texans, Steelers, Bengals, and Raiders, and lastly the Broncos. The rest of the AFC teams have been eliminated. We're down to the last 2 weeks of the season, and it's only a matter of who actually gets in the playoffs that we find out in the AFC. Okay, that's it. That's the AFC playoff talk. This is right now we're going to be flying the Boeing B-29. And this looks familiar, as you can see, because, well, I will tell you why. Well, that's because this aircraft is similar to the ones that dropped the atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki to end World War II. Alright. Does that look familiar? Does this aircraft look familiar because of that? Well, if you know, you know. Alright, we only got 3 seats on this aircraft. The two being the pilot seats, and the other being the flight engineer seat. Alright, this is another slow military aircraft, so the flight will be short. Alright, here we go. Alright. Alright. Yeah, this aircraft looks similar to the ones that dropped the atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, like I said. Just wanted to show you what it looks like, just to reiterate the fact that I've stated. Alright. It's a little bit faster than the C-130 that I flew earlier. Alright. Alright, the cockpit inside it looks pretty primitive, which is not surprising, considering this aircraft was made in the 1940s and was made during World War II. Alright. Alright. Oh, fuck. I fucked up, but it's okay now. We got it. Alright. Alright, continuing the NFL playoff talk. Alright. As for the NFC, the playoff race is wide open. The 49ers have already won the title, the division title, as well as the playoff berth. So have the Detroit Lions, who have done so who have won the NFC the NFC North for the who have won the division title for the very first time since 1993, which was a long time ago. I know many of you watching this one weren't even born yet when that happened. And I myself wasn't even born yet when that happened. But those who were kids that saw the Lions win that title that year have already grown up. They've already started their families, gotten kids, and bought their own houses and other things and shit. The younger fans that watched the Lions back then didn't even get their first kiss yet. And yeah, if you're wondering why I'm bringing up that stuff, that's because it's been a long time ago, and it should tell you how long it's been since the Lions last won the division title, which was in 1993. Okay, we're going to be flying the Cessna 402, also new to this game, along with the Boeing 727 and the Antonov AN-225 we flew in the previous video. We're going to be flying to Lukla, which is based on the real-life airport of the same name in Nepal. Okay. Alright. Continuing the NFC playoff talk. The Eagles have clinched the playoff berth. However, they've been dropping games as of late, which has put their division title hopes in danger, as the Cowboys also have a record of 10-5, but they've also struggled as of late. So whoever wins the NFC East is anyone's guess, but it looks like it could go to the Eagles, since they have a better record and have an easier schedule than the Cowboys. Okay. The NFC South division king is still up for grabs. The Bucs are trying to make a late playoff push now, and as of late they've been winning games, and it looks like they could win the NFC South, barring a collapse. The Saints and Falcons are still vying for that title, but they've been dropping games, and they probably won't win that title. Neither of them probably won't. Alright. The two other wild card spots are open, with the Rams and Seahawks trying to get in as well. Well, there are some teams that are still in the hunt, but they're in the outside looking in. The Vikings are close. Could miss out on the playoffs. So could the Packers, and even the Bears. The Bears are being close to eliminated as of this video, but it's a miracle that they're somehow still in the playoff picture. The rest of the NFC teams have been eliminated by now. Alright. With the last 2 weeks ahead in the NFL, it's only a matter of who actually gets into the NFC playoffs and on the road to the Super Bowl. And these last 2 weeks of the regular season are going to be spicy. Alright. Alright, the Cessna 402 is a little slower, but a bit faster than the other smaller Cessna planes. Alright. Alright. Alright, there's Lukla Airport up ahead. That's enough NFL talk for now. We'll talk more, and we'll talk more about it later. Alright, the Cessna 4. Alright, we got the Lukla Airport up ahead. It's gonna be a bit challenging trying to land there, just because, just like its real life, just like its real life inspiration. Lukla Airport is a bit challenging to land at, mostly because it's on a small runway and it's on the mountain, on a mountain. All right, we're trying to put the gear down. We're trying to reduce speed to ensure a safer landing. Alright, the Cessna 402 is no longer made. It used to be made from the 60s up until the 80s. However, this aircraft is also infamous for being the one involved in a plane crash that killed Aaliyah in 2001. Alright. Alright, we're landing now. Alright, come on. Alright, there we go. Oh, fuck, man. Why did I set the throttle too low? Okay, there we go. That's better. Alright, here we are at Lukla. Given how hard it is to land at this airport, especially in real life, there have been accidents at Lukla involving. There have been accidents at Lukla that have occurred as a result of bad weather. Also, another reason why it's challenging to land here. Also because of the crashes have occurred at Lukla due to bad weather, improper landing and takeoff, and some of the crashes have resulted in injuries and even fatalities, which go to show you how dangerous it could be landing at some airports like this one. So yeah, alright, we're gonna be flying another new aircraft to this game, the Cirrus Vision SF-20. No, SF-50. My bad. Okay. Alright. We're gonna be flying to St. Bart's. This aircraft is new to the aviation market, having been made since 2016. It's also 300 miles per hour, a little bit faster than the Cessna 402. St. Bart's is based off the island in the Caribbean. Also another dangerous airport to land because of the small runway and the and being very close to the beach and roads and road traffic. So just like Lukla, planes have to be very careful landing at that airport. From what I'm reading, though, there are experts that say that it's not too bad. It's not bad landing there, but you just have to be certified to land there because of how unique that airport is. Alright, we're closer there now. Try to make a go around. To try to land safely. As the amount of speed I had was a little bit too much to land without going around. Alright. I still have the airport on site, don't worry. I'm just trying to ensure a safe landing. Alright, we're getting closer now. Alright, okay. We got the appropriate speed for the landing. Alright, here we are. That wasn't so bad. Alright, we're gonna stop right here. Alright, we're gonna be flying another private jet, which will be the Learjet. It's based off the Learjet 45. I wish it could be a Gulfstream or something like that, but it's okay. The Learjet is still good. It's still good for this game. Learjet aircraft are no longer being made, but the company still exists and only makes parts for the aircraft. And also because the parent company of Learjet, Bombardier, is focusing on making their own private jet, such as the Global and Challenger. So yeah, no more new Learjet aircraft, which is a shame. All right, but right now let's fly this. Enough sadness. Let's get this baby going. All right, got the cockpit here, and we already took a look at the passenger cabin. All right. It's a little bit narrower inside here, but really that's how a lot of private jets like this one are like in real life. I know it's nothing to be scared of, but if you're claustrophobic, maybe this aircraft is not for you. Don't worry though, I'm not claustrophobic. I've flown the Boeing 737 and the Airbus A320, from what I can remember, but and the Boeing 717 when I was very little back then. There was also another time I flew, which was to Mexico, but because I was a baby at the time, I don't remember which aircraft I flew in for that trip. Alright. Alright, here we go. We're about to take off. But from my experience, I like the A320 better. It was just smoother and it was more comfortable and roomy inside. The 737 was still a great aircraft to fly on, but it just felt, but I just like the A320 for comfort. Alright. Alright. This aircraft could fly at about, alright. Alright, let's see the full speed. This aircraft could fly at 463 knots. Sorry if I got the speed measurement wrong. It's not instead saying miles per hour instead of knots, which is my bad. It's okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, this plane can fly as fast as the commercial airliners. Right. Private jets like this one can fly higher than the Boeing and Airbus, up to 50,000 feet, just because it's smaller, nimble, and and they're just and they're also very efficient, which should help. Which should Flying higher is also good to to not waste too much fuel. Okay, we're getting closer to back to the airport where we started this video at. We're gonna make a go around, just because I don't have enough speed to make a safe landing yet. All right. Alright, we gotta be careful because there's planes at this airport. And that airport tends to be busier and crowded servers like this one. Right. Yeah, that's the Delta Boeing 747 below. I'm trying to use the other runway because the other aircraft is using the other one. Alright. Right, we're getting closer to the runway now. Right. Alright, here we are. Oh, that dumbass didn't see where I was going. It, oh well, because this is a game, and that there's no collision effect that can result in an explosion. I'm fine. Don't worry, I'm fine. But that dude needs to learn how to watch where the fuck he's going. Okay, here we are now. Alright. this should be a good stopping point since it's a longer video, and I wanna end it right now. So, okay. As always, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.